Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So I've been getting a lot of comments about one companion in particular, with this guy suggesting me to test him out. Because yeah, you're correct, he's not actually on my single target damage list. But we have like getting up to 2 million every half second. I think it's glitched, over 2 million every half second, up to millions every half second. And sure, that may very well be the case. So we've got to go check him out. This is the Redeemed Fallen Companion. You can buy him off the auction house from other players, but he originally comes from Avernus, the Redeemed Citadel here, at this vendor for Zariel's favor, 12,000 at that. As I'm making this video, we can see that this companion is listed once at 330k and the others, yeah, well over 2 million. Potentially this guy could be hyping up the companion in my comment section to get sales. But let's give this companion an honest test and check him out for ourselves. Now he does claim here that it is within Holt now and against 4 dot enemies. So I done exactly that, brought him over to a 4 dot enemy, and you can see, sure, the damage does tick every, say, half second, and the value does seem to be getting higher and higher, but that is actually an illusion. What that really means is it's ticking for a value of about 3,000, and every half second it's just adding 3,000 to that damage value. So that's an illusion by how the system works. Yes, this companion does have something that can play into that with his ability Hellish Flurry, which deals damage over time. If we go here against a dummy, you can see this effect. He puts those stacks on a dummy, Piercing Flurry. It can sometimes stack up to 2 times, and that number is just going to keep increasing. Because of the frequency of that damage means it's just adding onto the additional damage floater before the floater can disappear. So it's a misconception of how, yeah, you're visually seeing it. It's not actually dealing 400,000 every half second. It's just adding the damage to it. Like if we pause this log here, you can see he's dealing like 3,400 with that Piercing Flurry, not like 400,000. But yes, we can leave our companion here to just keep attacking, and that number will add up to going well into the millions. Here we go, 1.1 million, 1.3 million. But again, this does not mean the companion's DPS is actually that good. If he was, I'm sure there'd be more guys talking about him. But you can see Piercing Flurry, max hit like 24,000, and the average hits like 4,700. And yes, it does hit like twice every second, but that's only for like 3,500 on average. The glowy effect he puts on the enemy, that's pretty cool. But again, this damage over time is an illusion that it stacks up there with the damage floaters. But there we go, we're over the 2 million now. And you might think it's dealing over 2 million damage every half second, but no, it's still only adding like 3,500 every half second. Over the course of like 10 minutes running this test, you can see the average damage per second with this companion is about 24,000. And he's a pure single target companion. Could well do with some updates to improve that, because there's no reason it would be so low. I would also like to see a debuff effect with that Piercing Flurry. It's got quite cool visuals. It would be nice if it actually done something like increasing the damage against the target. Ultimately, he's going to be like rank 119 with 24,000 DPS on this single target document list. So there's definitely a lot of other ones you can use instead that would give a lot higher damage output. We can see already it's over 4 million now. It can visually look like that's dealing it every half second. But again, that's just a misconception with how the damage floaters work. thanks for bringing this to my attention. It can be something that other players also lead to question. Is that the actual damage done, or is it some illusion with the floaters as it is? The Redeemed Fallen is actually underperforming and not doing that well, and it's just a visual misconception that it looks like it's doing a lot of damage. It's just the damage floater staying there and not being removed when more damage is added to it. It works like that with us as well, with our at-wills. We continually attack a target with our at-wills, and you'll see that damage also rack up. But like I said, the companion's underperforming, could do with some updates. I'd like to see it at least having 40,000 DPS on this test character compared to all the others, as it is not the easiest companion to obtain and has a bit of a cool factor to it. A floating Azimar, dual wielding what looks to be a dagger and a short sword. So again, thanks for watching. A special thanks to all these channel members for your extra support, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now. Oh, and look, it's dealing over 12 million every half second now.